let's talk about your transition into management. I mean, Ferguson leaves, Moyes comes in, then loses his job towards the end of that season. And that's where you step up from being like a player, going into management. How quickly did you make that decision, or have to make that decision?
I got the phone call off Ed Woodward. Did I want the job? It's only till the end of the season, and yeah, it was straight away. I made the decision that.
Are you not speaking to the gaffer? You must have rang the gaffer.
Yeah.
What was that conversation like?
No, he said this is the next sort of step in your career. If you want to be a manager, do you want to be a manager? At the time, I wasn't sure.
Weren't you?
No, and it wasn't until we got beat off in one of my games against Sunderland at home. Gus Poyet was manager. It was then that I knew, because I was making decisions and not even blinking. About dropping teammates who hadn't performed that day, and just I felt comfortable in doing it. The decision making.
Just go back to that phone call when Ed Woodward rings you. Like, what? Give us a bit of detail as to what that's like, because it's interesting for me. Like, you're a player, and all of a sudden they go, right, manager. How is that conversation going?
Yeah, it was obviously they were letting Moisey go, and they just said, "Listen, as the most experienced player, you've been at the club so long, would you take over till the rest of the season? There's 4 games left. We really want you to just see out till the end of the season."
How tricky is that for you? Like you just said, they're making decisions with mates you'd been sharing a dressing room with, then all of a sudden managing the staff who were managing you at times, probably.
Yeah, I never got nervous as a player, but as soon as that phone call, it was like I was nervous, and I was like, "Oh, this is huge." But at the same time, I wanted to help the club and see out the end of the season.
What's the most difficult part in that transition for you? What's the most where you maybe lost sleep over, or you was like, "Well, I didn't anticipate this. I didn't see this coming."
It's not thinking like a player anymore. You can't think like a player. I try and not reference when I was playing or what I would do. So you just try and shelve you as a player and try and establish yourself as a manager and your personality.
Louis van Gaal comes in as manager. You go on and be his assistant or one of his coaches, and was it easy to just take that role?
I flew out to Holland to meet Louis. So we met him in a hotel room. Louis was mad.